As many of you may have heard, our beloved and sainted evangelist, apostle, missionary, Morris Cerullo made his transition last weekend. I felt it coming. I've known Morris Cerullo for well over 50 years. He lives in San Diego. That's where I was born. We knew his family, the ministry. My mother started supporting people like him and T.L. Osborne, and of course, Oral Roberts, when I was still in elementary school. And that I would ever travel with him, or I used to go to mission to London every year. We'd meet him there and have great crusades. Some of my long relationships have lasted from those. Benny Hinn and I would show up every once in a while. My friend Mark Goodrich, who's now living in the United States, longtime friends. Morris was powerful. He was a man of consecration, fasted and prayed. His son David is a dear friend of mine. His lovely daughter Susan, who has taken such good care of him, and his wife Teresa. They were 88 years old, been married over 60 years, and now she's a widow. But Susan and she are together. He just built and opened this fantastic place called the Legacy School of Ministry. Legacy really means what you left behind. Susan gave me a complete tour of the place. It's not just a school of ministry, it is a school about ministry and ministering, but it's a theme park where you can take your family and sit in theaters with the multi-screens around you and actually feel like you're in Jerusalem or in the deserts of Egypt. And if you pass by water splashes on you, you can sense dust. It's an active place and very powerful. I've sat in there, I've been in there, watched the films, and it's a whole tour. There's a restaurant there, there are hotels, you can have conventions and conferences there. It's in a very elaborate state-of-the-art place. It's just magnificent. And it cost several $100 million to build it. And now he's gone. So we'll see what happens as we fill it, and maybe I'll host a conference there one day, right there in my hometown of San Diego, California. Thank you, Morris Cerullo. Thank you, Mother Teresa. Thank you, Susan and David, for continuing the legacy, as I know you will. I recently went to see Brother Cerullo and Mother Teresa just less than a year ago, hung with them, loved on them, and then went back again. So I've always kept in touch with him. Whenever Susan was in school here, he would come and visit. He and I would talk. He was powerful in the pulpit, powerful all over the world, throughout Africa, India, Asia. Everybody knew Morris Cerullo and still does. He'll be greatly missed and always remembered. His legacy remains in our hearts and our minds and our spirits. To live as Christ, to die is gain. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Blessed are those who die in the Lord henceforth, now and forevermore. They rest from their labor, but their works follow them. His works are there, his legacy is here. The prophet went up, the mantle has come down. It's all good because it's all God. We love Morris Cerullo.